And we invite students, independent and professional game makers to come and make a game within the 48-hour period, from concept to playable game.
Hi 48-hour game makers, I'm Duncan from Half Brick Studios. So I know you're waiting to hear those 3 little words which are going to define the next 2 days of your life. They are spring, light, and monster. That's right, spring, light, monster. Now go make some awesome games.
1, 2, 3.
The main basis for it is like capture the flag, but the flag is a live source.
Our game is about, you've got a bunch of guys in a garden and they've got to run and pull out flowers from the ground, and one of those flowers has a monster attached to the bottom of it, and if you pull out the one with the monster attached to it, you get to run around and eat all your competitors and before they escape.
We are Team Lucky Dip, and our game is about an arsonist who saves the world.
So you are a crumpet with a pogo stick, and you are heading towards the light at the top of the fridge, and you're flying upwards, and you have to bounce on top of monsters that come at you from the bottom of the screen.
You play as ring masters. It's a 4-player game in a ring, and the idea is that there are clown monsters wandering around. You can at any time activate your spotlight, like striking a pose, and all the monsters will get their attention drawn to you. The idea is to lure them over some springs, which will launch them off into targets.
Hi, we're Team Atamentarius. Our game is about a boy and his bear lost in the woods.
Our game is all about werewolves and raining blood.
Locust Craft.
Okay.
We've got balls.
So it's a game about balls.
Balls everywhere.
Our game is basically Limbo meets Doodle Jump, where you play as a frog aiming a trajectory and jumping out of a hole while eating fireflies to light the way.
Our game is about some dudes who are trapped in a hot spring surrounded by monsters, and they use fireflies to distract the monsters and also to kill the other players.
Our game is a stealth puzzle 2D side-scrolling game.
Light scares Dracula.
Light
scares vampires. No, Dracula. Dracula, because it's LSD.
Our game is basically about a dinosaur who just terrorizes everything around him.
Sort of Super Smash Brothers type battle arena multiplayer game, in which players start out as a regular human and fight for control over energy balls that come in the form of light and dark.
And you're playing a small child who seems quite innocent, and you find out as you play the game that she actually has sort of a twisted past.
Like a little alien guy who is in a world that is constantly getting dark, and if he doesn't collect light orbs, he is eventually attacked by monsters who come out in the dark and try and kill him.
This vampire, his name's Vlad, who's been he's been captured by a lynch mob, and his buddy the Wolfman, like he wants none of it. He wants to get him out, so he's gonna go spring Vlad.
It's a 4-player game, and so each player has like this giant spring-loaded glove, like a box with a giant spring-loaded glove in it, and you have to push people out of a circle of light, and the circle of light is kind of moving across the map.
You can see it's got the gaps.
It's way too high to jump.
I mean, completely insane, we all agree on that, but they're actually here for the process. They're here to kind of be part of it. They're here because they're making these beautiful objects, or I think some of them might be quite entertaining.
And we should have something kind of playable.
You go through groups to get points.
So yeah, I'm just chucking together some textures in Photoshop.
Yay Photoshop.
Yay Photoshop.
For a group like us, the Locust Craft, who get together once a year, 48 hours to make games, we just want to see what the fascination is with these types of games and see if we can get started on some prototypes ourselves.
If current projections stay true, we will complete our game.
Can you hurry up with the characters? I want to rig and animate the damn thing.
Wait, it'll be 1 times 1 plus 1 times 1. And then square root of, so it's square root of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, which is more than 1.
Yeah.
Monsters wielding kitchen utensils.
So it's not pretty.
So it's happening. Cool. So you flew here to be part of the game?
Yeah, we're from
You're all foot. Well, congratulations. Well done, everyone.
Yes.
It's right towards the end. We start finding all these random problems that need to be fixed.
Will it work? Will it succeed?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's the whole game. We've got the sounds all done. I can't think of anything else we need. That's good. We still got 3 hours to go.
Come up. Lead like
A number of seasons.
Then the circuitry so that the signal travels.
It looks good. And
That's amazing. Yay.
The other one's the same.
Oh, it's amazing.
Okay.
It's the best thing you'll ever see. Winky face.
It's a max. Ideally, I'd like to see everybody in this game just to see if it works. Got 3 hours and 4 minutes left.
I am really impressed with everything else I've seen around, but at the same time, I'm so happy with what we've achieved, and it's exactly what I wanted it to be, so I can't be unhappy with that, at all.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bonus. Whoa, boy. Rom.
Judgment is at hand.
Everybody knows it's about crumpets, and that's the important bit. Oh, I mean, like light and spring and stuff comes into it, but it's about the crumpet.
Winner is Josiah. Goes fast. Here,
The winner of the well-placed packets.
Black Wolf. The winners of this year's People's Choice are Team Karen.
Yeah.